Hey everybody, Ari here, leader of the race mixing revolution. Wanted to make a little video about problems, good versus bad problems. Problems are something everybody deals with. We all deal with problems in our own ways. And I wanted to make a distinction of how some people deal with problems that are better than other people's. And racism is one of those problems. It's a problem that is pretty bad. I mean, for obvious reasons, it's a bad problem. But at the same time, it's a problem that's bad because it's something that just needs to end. It's just something that needs to end, go away, and never come back. That's what a bad problem is. A good problem is something like not having enough energy, not having enough time, not having enough resources of one kind or another to do the things you want to do in your life. A bad problem is a problem just like racism or something like the Black Plague, as I like to compare racism to. Racism is like the Black Plague in a lot of ways. It's an epidemic, and it's just something that needs to end and go away. A bad problem is something real in the world. It's something like cancer or racism or whatever. We have big problems nowadays that just need to end and never come back. Even death, I think, is a bad problem. It's just a bad problem that we need to somehow conquer. The concept of death is very strange, this concept of a living thing ending. And I think death is something that motivates us a lot and something that's controlled us as human beings in a lot of ways. And I think that the saying death is the only guarantee is not quite right. It's a guarantee, but because it's a problem, and problems are the thing that is guaranteed. I'm sure if you lived forever, if you lived forever, ever, millions upon billions upon trillions of years, whatever that would look like, you would still be dealing with some very serious problems. And that would be guaranteed to you. And even the problems, sometimes they feel like death to us. They feel really bad. And we need to do something about them. This is what I want to do with racism. I want to end racism because it makes me feel dead inside. It really does. There's so many things that happen with racism nowadays that I hope people in the future won't relate to. I hope they can look back and say, I'm glad I wasn't going through that. I really wish they could say that. In a lot of ways, I wish the people in the past had already figured this out so we wouldn't be dealing with it right now. So we would have better problems to deal with, whatever those problems would be. I know a lot of people will say, if we end racism somehow, if we deal with racism effectively, will it really solve all our problems? And believe me, if it did, I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if somehow racism gave us eternal life in heaven. If somehow that was, if that could be the solving all our problems situation. If it could give us eternal life in heaven, man, that'd be amazing. I can't guarantee that. But what I can say is that whatever comes after is going to be better than what it is now. That's what progress is all about. It's about being humble enough to know that all your problems aren't going to be solved, but at least your life is going to be better. I can say that life is going to be better. If we're all mixed race, life is going to be better. I can say that with confidence. I think anybody would love to say that. More people should say that. You should say that. You should believe that. It's not a great world right now when we're all different races. It would be cool if we're all just one race of Asian or white or black or brown or whatever it was, native. If we're all just that one race, that would be cool too. We wouldn't have racism and we could think more clearly and we wouldn't be distracted by this racism. Am I wrong? Am I really wrong about racism? Should we just leave it? Should I just stop trying to end racism? Maybe people just need to be different races and we need to identify each other based on race. I don't know. That's a decision we make together. That's a decision that it's kind of at a point where it's like a 50-50, where we can live the rest of our lives, different races, identifying each other, judging each other as black or white or brown or whatever else, and putting each other in these boxes and putting each other, keeping each other at an arm's distance and never really talking with as much clarity or emotion or passion or closeness as we should be. We could do that. We could live that life, and who knows what the future would look like in that world. Who knows? we're doing okay as of now. You know, we have relative world peace. But who knows? Things change in the world. The world is unpredictable. Okay, things could really, really go bad really quickly for reasons that we have no way of predicting. That's true. That's just the philosophical truth. That's the real truth of reality. And if whatever happens happens in accordance with racism, I know that that's not going to help. That is not going to help. That is going to make things very messy. And I just want to clean it up a little bit. And I think mixing race would really clean things up. So please support me. Please just give me a little bit of support in one way or another. Just agree with me on some things. And if we can all agree that racism needs to end, let's start there. Let's start there. Let's say racism needs to end. And then go from there. I know some people will say, oh yeah, if we just have enough social activism, if we have enough people in politics saying the right things, that racism will end eventually. Eventually people will be convinced. Eventually our minds on their own would be convinced. We'll be able to look at a black person and treat them exactly the same as a white person no matter what. And maybe society will change to foster that and support that, and culture will change enough to support that as well. But I know that in the process of mixing race, things will change in such a way that those opportunities of support from society and these kind of things, that is going to be much better for that situation. And it's more realistic. It's more realistic than just saying, we'll probably grow out of it. We'll probably just stay, me look like this, and there's somebody who looks completely different than me, and somebody else who looks completely different than them, and we still have our own cultures, and we stay here, you stay there, everybody just stays where they need to stay in their cubicles and whatever, and we'll just magically make it work. That's not a good idea, people. Please be real with yourself, and please be real with me. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, please just be real with me. Please show me the way. Show me the way to make this happen, to make the race mixing revolution happen. It's gonna be great. Just watch. We're gonna have problems, but it'll be good. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching my video. Cheers. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I got a lot more videos coming out in the future. Please share my video, copy the link, send it to some people, share it on social media. Please support me on Patreon. As little as $1 a month, you can help me in this very critical early phases of the revolution, help me build it from the ground up. Please remember my words and take them with you into the future. And thanks for watching again. I'll see you next time.